so what do you think, huh? Huh? What do you think? Yeah, it's a jacket, but it's imported from Mulatto. Hey,
Imported. Better make sure it doesn't get deported.
hey, listen, Gino, clothes are a statement about you, you know? Statement?
Yeah, like there's a sucker born every minute.
A sucker born every minute. Listen to this guy, huh? Hey, brother, who are you? Hey, ¿cómo está?
Joey. Frankie. Hey.
Let me buy you a cup. A double espresso, right? 2 double espressos.
Frankie, I gotta talk to you. Sure. You just need a couple minutes.
Hey, guys, just give me a couple minutes. So what's up, Joey?
I heard rumors Internal Affairs is on my case.
Always a lot of rumors. You know why?
A million things run through your head. But I ain't done a damn thing.
Yeah, that's why you gotta worry about who you work with these days.
I might have made some dumb moves in my time, Frankie. But I always played it straight, and that ain't changed.
Joey, this is me you're talking to.
Sorry, man, this thing's got me all wound up, you know?
But it's just rumors. Internal Affairs didn't call you in.
That's what's got me crazy. I know something's going down, but nobody's talking to me about it. I know I'm in trouble. I guess you ain't heard nothing, huh?
Not a word.
Hey, look, I was thinking, maybe you could ask your lieutenant. He must have an in into Internal Affairs.
That ain't such a good idea, Joey. Ask me, your best play is to ignore the gossip. Just go about your business. Oh, Kevin, this is Joe Murata, you know?
Yeah, how you doing?
Can't complain.
It's fancy, isn't it? Frank, we got work to do.
Yeah, I better be going myself.
Listen, if I hear anything, I'll let you know. Maybe it's just rumors. I'll catch you guys later, all right? Ciao. Okay,
Take care of you guys, huh?
Listen, Joey, I know it don't help saying don't worry, but
But don't worry. Yeah, I know. We'll see you, Frankie.
give your mom a kiss for me.
You better.
Murata didn't look so good, you know.
Man's got a problem.
maybe I don't talk to the lieutenant. Well, if it is internal affairs, anyone in our command would be the last to know.
He's hailed as a hero by the public and his friends in the force. He's a lost comrade to be remembered with honor. It's very different when an officer dies by his own hand. At best, he's a failure. At worst, a guilty man. We seldom consider the pressures of the job or realize that all men are not created equal.
I was watching TV, and I guess I must have dozed off because the shot woke me up. At first, I thought it was a car backfire, but it was too close.
You got any idea what time it was?
Freddie, one shot fired at close range.
His own gun?
Looks that way.
Frank's taking it pretty hard. Frank, you cover these stories, and it's always somebody else.
Yeah.
I guess nobody knows, except the man himself, what kind of stress he's under.
Jumping to conclusions, aren't you?
What do you mean?
You already decided Joey killed himself.
Hey, come on, take it easy.
Case ain't closed, Tom. Nobody knows nothing yet.
One step at a time.
Lieutenant Hurt, Internal Affairs. O'Brien, I'm gonna need the usual copies of everything.
Yeah, business as usual.
I know Murata was a friend of yours, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that remark.
Say it. I lost my cool back there.
No, you didn't.
Came damn close.
Close, but no cigar.
Can't get it out of my mind.
I know.
He came to me for help. Not as a cop, as a friend. I should have...
Should've's only gonna make you nuts, Frank.
All through school, the academy. I mean, we were like this. We worked in the same building together. I hardly saw the guy.
Working the hours we work, there's not much time left over for socializing. You can lose touch.
Yeah, but in the coffee shop, I should have seen something. Done something.
Frank, I meant what I said back there. One step at a time.
Frankie, I know it doesn't help much, but I'm really sorry.
Thanks, Christine.
Listen, did anyone find a ring in Joe's apartment?
No, I don't think so. What?
Because forensics was just on the line. They say it looked like he'd been wearing a ring recently.
He was.
And it wasn't on his body when he died, and it wasn't with his personal possessions.
Okay, call forensics, get them to go through the place again.
So Murata came to you and said that he had heard stories IAD was on his trail. And he didn't know why. That's it?
Yeah, that's what he said.
No sign of a struggle?
Nothing was messed up. Murata had 90 bucks in change in his pockets, a couple $100 in drawer.
So it wasn't robbery?
We don't know that yet.
It could be there's a ring missing.
Looks something like this.
They say that IAD was closing in on Murata.
Well, they sure got there in a hurry.
Anything smells, IAD is all over it.
Joey was wearing the ring. Kept turning it around and around. So where did it go?
Something's not right. Yeah.
Lieutenant, forensics went through Murata's apartment again. No sign of any ring.
Guy loses his wallet on the way home. His keys. I can buy that. But the ring off his finger? No way.
He could have left it someplace.
Where?
Maybe he had a lady. Maybe he had a couple ladies.
I know the guy. And believe me, he didn't kill himself.
Murata was under pressure. He was found shot at close range with his own weapon. I've seen this sort of thing too many times, Frankie.
There is still a question without an answer. I want to run on this, Lieutenant.
It's worth checking out.
It's a hell of a long shot. I'll put Colby and Carson on it.
Lieutenant.
You're too close to this, Frankie. It's better if you stay out of it. IAD would like it better that way, too.
The man has paid his dues. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Nobody's accusing Murata. You're not listening, Christine.
All we're saying is if IAD even thinks the guy's dirty. Gonna say this one time. Joe Murata was straight.
Hey, nobody's saying anything different.
Cole, Freddie. Lieutenant got to see you in his office.
The guy's dead. Why is everybody dumping on him?
Frank, something like this happens, it makes everybody nervous.
1054 cardiac at 3540 Decatur Ave, 3540 Decatur. Auburn.
I'm so sorry about what happened. Mrs. Murata, I'd like you to meet my partner, Kevin O'Brien.
My condolences, Miss Murata.
Thank you.
I really don't know what to say.
Frankie, can you give me a reason why Joey would do this terrible thing? Can you tell me?
We don't know for sure he did anything.
He was killed. Is that what you're telling me? But who could have hated him so much?
We don't have all the answers, Mrs. Murata, but good cops make enemies.
He was a good cop. Right, Frankie?
Damn right he was.
Now they're saying he was mixed up in something bad.
Who's saying that?
The other detectives who came around with crazy questions. Does the son bring his mother gifts? Every time he stops by, he brings me flowers. My favorites.
Listen, you don't have to talk to anybody.
That's what everybody's telling me.
Excuse me a minute. Vic.
Frank. Oh my God.
It's good to see you.
I guess this is the only place you meet old friends.
Seems like that sometimes.
Did you see him much?
Not enough. You?
Now and then?
Did he seem all right?
Same as always. We even talked about you, Frankie. He said you were always one step ahead of him. How you left us both way behind.
That's a two-way street, Vicky.
I'm kidding. He was happy for you. Like a proud brother. Here's my new address and my number.
You still at that club?
Yes, I manage the place now. Call me.
Does Delgado still own that joint?
Yeah, Rico's been good to me.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
Vultures. Damn vultures.
Leave it alone. Like a bunch of damn grave robbers. What are we, wise guys?
As far as IND's concerned, yeah, we're all wise guys.
Even harassing Joey's mother.
Frank, you gotta get it together. Hearn's gonna do what Hearn's gonna do. And you know that.
I know I ain't handling this so good.
Yeah, getting riled at IAD's not gonna help you out.
They drove him to this. I wasn't any help.
What could you have done?
I was brought up to believe the most important thing in life is your family and your friends.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Maybe I gotta do a little more of that. What's driving me crazy is when he needed someone most, he was alone.
When we were kids, we always looked out for each other.
Joey would have gone to the wall for either one of us.
We lost touch somewhere along the line. I hated that.
Every time I saw Joey at the station, we'd say how we had to get together. But some damn thing always got in the way.
Tonight at the funeral home, it was like I was acting a part. I ask you how you are. We exchange numbers. Joey's lying there in a box. And I want to ask you to be with me. To take care of me. Like when we were kids. And here you are. Still taking care of me.
Remember, it's a two-way street.
Oh, yeah. You sound sharp, but it's not the ring we're looking for.
Yeah, it's a ring. No, it's gold. Not silver, gold. All right. Thank you very much, anyway. You know, when this is over, we could become jewelry appraisers.
I wonder what Joey would think.
I think he'd have gotten a big kick out of it.
He was always trying to get us together. Remember?
Sure, I remember. We dated a few times just to make him happy.
Well, it wasn't the right time for us then. We had different plans for our lives.
Maybe we can give it a better try this time.
Hello?
Victoria, what the hell happened to you?
I'm sorry, I got held up.
It's Friday. The club is packed. I need you here. Do you understand?
I'm on my way.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
It's Rico. I'm late for work.
You know, Vicky, Delgado's not a good guy to get mixed up with.
He employs me to manage his club, Frankie. That's it. I'm not mixed up in anything.
There's a million hawk shops in the naked city.
Let's start here. Right there where Murata lived, and you move out.
Assuming somebody whacked Murata over the head, stole his ring, not his wallet, just his ring, and then went around the corner and pawned it.
I know it's a long shot. We gotta follow it up.
Lieutenant Hogan around?
He's in his office, Lieutenant.
I know the way.
What's happening?
Our friend Hearn.
You know the routine, Jim. I need access to all the records.
Is this about Joey Murata?
Murata's where we started. Who knows where we'll end up?
Well, I don't have to tell you, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
Right. You don't have to tell me.
Is this investigation directed at any particular officer?
You could say that.
I'm sorry, Frankie. Better get a hold of a lawyer.
nothing to do.
Just wait and see how Frankie's making it.
Frankie will be fine.
So who the hell's next? Once these IAD guys get going.
Lieutenant Hogan.
How many of them does it take?
You go to the track, Jim?
Yeah. 3 or 4 times a year.
What do you make out of the track?
I win, I lose.
What kind of losing are we talking about?
Come on, this is nonsense.
I'd like to hear the answer.
20 or 30 bucks. What would you spend on cigarettes a week?
I would. You know a guy named Delgado? You never heard of the man?
I heard of him. Yeah.
What'd you hear?
He's a loan shark.
Who told you that?
Nobody told me that. Guy's got a record. I'm a cop. It's my business to know.
You never met Delgado?
He answered that already.
Would you mind waiting till my partner gets here? Would you mind? All right, that's enough, Kevin. My office, right now.
You got a waiting friend, Jim?
No. I don't.
No?
You know better than that, Kevin. Come on, tearing apart a guy's locker. It's not his locker. It belongs to the city. You know that. It burns me up. Cops have fewer rights than anybody. That's exactly why we have to be more careful than anybody else. Now, does Frankie's sudden case of lockjaw come as a result of his loyalty to Murata? Frankie doesn't know anything about any of this. I hope so. Because he's not the only one involved here. The whole squad's under scrutiny now.
Let's get to it. Let's talk about Joe. You know him a long time?
We're kids together.
You say he's a good friend.
A good friend and a good cop.
It remains to be seen. Loyalty's mercy. Let's talk about that. What you say is more important. Loyalty to a childhood friend, or your duty as a police officer.
Suppose you be more specific, Lieutenant.
I'll be more specific. Supposing you knew Joe Murata was working the wrong side of the street.
He wasn't.
What would you do about it?
You know that Murata was involved in any wrongdoing, Frank?
I do.
Is that the answer you want?
I'd like to think out loud. Supposing Joe Murata comes to his old friend, Frank Jumbo, and he says,
Look, we don't deal in theories, do we, Lieutenant?
will you allow me? He says, Frank, I want to do a good thing. I need your advice.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I think you know what I'm talking about, Jumbo.
We are not going to sit here and play imagine games with you. Now, either there's something specific or there isn't.
Detectives O'Brien, Jumbo, Victoria Marino. An old friend. All right? And detectives Jumbo and O'Brien. And detectives Jumbo and O'Brien and Joe Murata. And Joe Murata. Victoria Marino. And Victoria Marino. And a guy she works for. Enrico Delgado. Loan shark to the Uptown Club. Among other things he does. I'm getting through to you.
You're not getting through to me.
You never met or spoke to Delgado? Or had any dealings with him, directly or indirectly?
That's right.
These photos have no damn tie-in, and you know it. I want time to confer with my clients.
I'm through for the moment. I want you to sleep with him. Dream up something that'll help me. And yourself, Jim.
Came out with nothing.
I want to talk with you too, O'Brien.
I'll be here.
Obviously, he thinks that you and Murata were involved with Delgado.
Him thinking it doesn't make it true.
But you can see where he's going with his Victoria connection.
I told you about that. If you don't believe me, then let's get that clear right now.
Vern doesn't. Oh, I'll need to talk to you, too.
Take a number.
He's trying to connect me with Delgado through Joey.
And Victoria?
I know. You warned me. He's got photos. They don't add up to much, but I don't know. I gotta talk to her.
No, not a good idea.
Maybe I'll come up with some answers.
Maybe I ought to come along with you.
This is personal, Kevin.
He says, and they're looking to jam everybody up.
He just lost a friend, Kevin.
It's affecting his judgment.
Why, do you think Murata was involved?
Frankie doesn't think so, and I never knew the guy.
Well, I certainly don't think Frankie was involved.
Doesn't work that way, Nikki. With internal affairs, you are guilty until proven innocent.
It was weird, seeing all the photos laid out like that.
Joey called me. He said we hadn't seen each other in a few months. So we met, had a couple of drinks, dinner. Now, you tell me someone was there, spying? Spying and peeping? This is weird. It's horrible.
Delgado is bad news, Vic.
The fact that I work for him, that compromises you.
He is a loan shark, and God knows what else.
People keep saying Delgado's mixed up in everything. What the hell has that got to do with me? Frank, the only important thing now is that we found each other again. I am not going to let anything get in the way of that.
Stuffed animals, $10. Get your stuffed animals, $10. How about it, lovely? $10. These are not stolen. How about it, madam? Lifelike representations of real birds. Sir, may I stop you for a second? Look, this bird says to you, he wants you. Come on, $5. Buy it for the wife. $2. Bought one last week. What a cheap weasel.
Did you get my message?
Man, give me a break. I'm trying to make a sale here. Where's your friend John Bone? Getting a hair weave or something, huh?
Did you dig up something?
Listen, man, I found that the Victoria Moreno works for Delgado, okay?
I already told you that.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me she was a pickup for his loan shark biz, man. I just told you that. $10, stuffed animals, $10.
Sure about that? Huh? You sure about that?
I'm a stoolie. I'm on the street. You're a cop. Give me a break here, all right? The word is out that there's a lot more between these guys than just business. Stuffed birds, $10. Stuffed birds.
Why don't you tell me all about it?
Here, my friend Sid will tell you. He loves you.
What's going on? Why don't you ask Victoria that?
What do you mean?
You can start by telling them what you know about Delgado's business. And I'm not talking about the Scorpio Club.
Vicky had no idea what was going on.
That's not what I hear. I hear you knew all about it, that you were part of it. And I hear that you were personally involved with the guy.
Is that true, Vicky?
I wanted to tell you. I didn't want to lose you again. I don't know where you got your information, but I was never personally involved with Enrico Delgado. Not really.
Not really?
He took me out a few times when I started at the club. That's all it was. I was very naive back then. I thought his world was glamorous.
Don't tell me he asked you to run a few errands for him?
Pick up and delivery.
Uh-huh.
Didn't seem like a big deal. Then one time a guy didn't have his payment. I found out what they did to the guy. I told Enrico I didn't want anything more to do with the job or him.
But he said you were in too deep.
That's right. He said what happened to the guy could happen to me.
Why the hell didn't you go to somebody for help?
I did. I went to Joe.
Go on.
I told Joe the mess I was in. He wanted me to go in with him. Report it. I got scared. I thought Enrico would know it was me who turned him in.
He had any idea you were talking to Joe?
No, I don't think so.
Now, this is important. Did Delgado have any way of knowing your connection to Joe? Did Joe call you at the club? Did you call Joe from the club?
Maybe. What difference would it make?
If Delgado thought you were cooperating with the police, it would make a difference.
Why didn't you tell us this all before?
I didn't want you to know this about me. You're a cop, Frank. I respect that.
You know, we can't keep this quiet. You're gonna have to tell us everything you know.
I know. I just didn't want you to turn against me like everybody else did.
It's okay. Nobody's gonna turn against you, Vic. We can't bring in Delgado without involving Victoria.
We gotta try and shake something loose. Been trying to bring this guy down for years, Frank. He's not stupid.
He can make a mistake.
We could be making a mistake.
You're right. We gotta do this, Kevin.
How's business, Delgado? Not great. I got to admit. Actually, I'm starting to think that nightclubs have had their day.
It's not the kind of business we're talking about.
Yeah, well, it's the only one I got.
How about extortion, assault? How about murder?
Quite a mouthful, Detective. I hope you can back that up.
The name Joe Murata mean anything to you?
Murata? Oh, yeah. A cop, right? Didn't the guy do himself in?
What did you hear, Delgado?
Nothing. Only what I read in the papers.
Where were you when Joe Murata died?
Right here. Right, Jacko? Listen. Why the hell are you beating on me? I had no dealings with Murata. You got something says different? Talk to my lawyer. I'm busy right now. Paperwork. You know how it is.
Better get it done, Delgado. You may not have much more time. The guy didn't even try to make it sound good.
He didn't have to. We got nothing. He knows it.
We got Victoria. Delgado trusts her. She knows his operation, and she wants to help.
Okay, I'll run it by the lieutenant.
Just got 2 more places to check, then I figured we put our time in on this one. Ah, there it is. Huh?
It's close, but it's no match.
It's the same designer. Hey, that's a one-of-a-kind item.
Look at that, it's engraved.
What I'm saying is, I mean, if you want to raise some cash on a custom-made job like this, you take it back to the original designer. I mean, that's where this baby's going. Unless you're interested. You know who the designer is? Yeah, I got a card somewhere. Uh-huh. What do you think I&D's gonna say?
You think Joe Murata was investigating Enrico Delgado on his own? Not very smart.
Maybe, but not corrupt.
Well, it certainly explains IAD's interest in Joe if he was hanging around Delgado's operation without official knowledge.
We're talking about two things here. Delgado's loan shark operation and a possible homicide.
Internal Affairs thinks Joey was shaking down Delgado, and he killed himself because they were onto him. We know that ain't right.
Frankie, it's all hypothetical.
That gives me another problem. Delgado is not the kind of guy who hits cops.
If Joey was getting close and Delgado knew he was working solo...
Well, how does that help me pin a homicide on Delgado?
We hit Delgado with everything we got. We nail him good. Maybe his organization starts to fall apart.
And maybe one of his people will open up. It's a place to start.
I think we better talk to your friend Victoria.
I can't do it, Frank. He'll know it was me who set him up.
That's a chance you're gonna have to take. We've got to find out who killed Murata.
Vicky, this is Joey we're talking about.
Okay. There's a guy who owns a store. I just know him as Donnie. He's into Delgado for a bundle. Delgado said Jacko was gonna try and collect tonight. I know he doesn't have the money.
Quite a chain. You give us Jacko, Jacko gives us Delgado, and then we ask Mr. Delgado to tell us a story about why he killed Joey Murata.
That's a story I want to hear told.
Well, let's hope your girlfriend's right about Delgado making a move on this place tonight.
She knows what she's doing.
It's the difference between what she knows and what she's telling us that bothers me.
Looks like Vic's on the money so far.
Well, let's play the game before we add up the score.
Need a little more time. It's a cash flow problem.
It's too late for that, Donnie. Now you got yourself a blood flow problem.
Jacko! Hold it!
You just brought yourself a pile of trouble, Jacko.
You want to tell us a nice little story about your boss Delgado may do you some good.
My lawyer does all my talking.
I'll talk to you. Delgado sent that guy. He would have killed me.
Too bad, Jacko. You missed your big chance.
So how's Victoria? She's scared, but she's okay.
We'll send her home, tell her we'll call her. O'Brien and Jambone are on their way in with Delgado.
You can bring him in, but as far as I can see, the best you can get him on is assault and loan sharking. You're gonna have a tough job tying him to Murata's death.
Every once in a while, it's nice to shake these guys up a bit.
So what if we just get him on loan sharking? It's worth it to get a guy like this off the street. Get anything?
It was a very quiet ride downtown. The man is not big on communication.
Well, I'll tell him we got him tied into this Murata thing. If he wants to taste fresh air again, he better learn to cooperate.
Donnie's talking, Jacko's talking, and they're all talking about you.
A man is in business. His name gets dropped.
That's what they're saying about you that's interesting. They say you like to hurt people. Sometimes even get them killed.
You think I'm crazy? You think I need the kind of heat a guy gets when a cop goes down?
How about the kind of heat you felt when Joey Murata was about to blow your operation wide open?
Look, maybe you got something on me, but you're not sticking me with any homicide. I don't know a damn thing about Joe Murata.
I think you do. And before we leave here, you're gonna tell us all about it.
I told you I had nothing to do with it. Why don't you get a lie detector in here? Take any damn test you can come up with. I had nothing to do with killing Joe Murata.
All right.
You got a cigarette? You quit, right?
If he's volunteering, I can arrange for a polygraph in half an hour.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. A guy like Delgado doesn't volunteer for a polygraph test unless he knows he can beat it.
So you think he didn't do it?
At this point, I'm beginning to wonder if we're even talking about a homicide.
That's it? Joe Murata's gone and we just give up?
Nobody's given up, Frankie. We just come up empty.
Lieutenant, we got something on Murata's ring.
You found out who pawned it?
Just as good. We found out who gave it to him.
Frank, is something wrong?
You're the only one that knows that, Vic.
What do you mean?
I want to hear the truth about Joe's apartment that night.
That's none of your business.
You had a ring made up for him with the inscription, Love Forever, Victoria.
It was a gift.
Yeah. It was the only thing that could have connected you to him. That's why you took it from him that night. You lying bitch!
It was an accident, Frank. Joe wanted me to marry him. I said I wouldn't. He got crazy and he threw the ring at me. He grabbed his gun and I tried to get it away from him, but it went off. You gotta believe me, Frank, it's the truth.
You don't even know the damn meaning of the word. He wouldn't marry you. He'd help you, but he wouldn't marry you.
Yes, he would. He loved me.
He didn't want to marry you because you played him. Same way you played Delgado. Same way you played me.
I meant it. I told him I would leave Delgado. He laughed at me when I said it.
So you went crazy and you grabbed the gun.
He treated me like dirt. He said he would never marry me.
You got your polygraph ready?
We're not going to need the polygraph. Victoria told us everything.
Then you know I didn't kill him.
You went there and helped clean up the evidence. I'll be good enough to put you away for a few years. She's good, Delgado, real good. She hooked just about everybody.
Police officer dies. Is he a hero or a coward? Everybody wants quick and easy answers. It's more comfortable that way. But reality is seldom black and white. When a cop doesn't make it through to the other end, quick and easy answers aren't enough. To say to know a man, you have to walk a mile in his shoes. And Joe Murata's shoes would be hard to fill.
Frankie, thank you for finding out what happened to my Joe.
I had to find out for myself.
I'm proud of you, like Joe was proud.
It's hard to talk about Joe. The police department dropped the investigation. Joe didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you, Frankie. Now Joe's name is clean.
It always was.